Hi, America. Things are so bad in the United States of America till you just can't operate without spiritual guidance. America is so bad. The As spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people, I have to go to God and ask God, what do I tell the people now in consideration of all the things that's happening across the globe to human beings, and specifically the way things are happening in America? You got white people complaining, but you got white people doing exactly what they want to do. The Constitution says you can't do this, they doing it anyway. And white folks complaining, but white folks are doing it anyway. It's an embarrassment. When Ronald Reagan was president, it was an embarrassment the way he treated poor nations. It was so embarrassing, I was refusing to wear the uniform out in public, whether I was in Philippines or Japan or anywhere. I didn't want to be known that I was associated with a cruel, low-down, dirty president like Ronald Reagan. And today, I never wanted to be connected as an associate to this nation on any kind of thing that Donald Trump. I mean, that was just something that is like you don't want to touch that. But I see how corrupt America is, and I have given a statement about how we could experience our wills, our desires, and our wants on earth, and I'm constantly giving it. But 40 years, you've seen anybody act like they want that. In talking to people who have tried to do something about the situation, they seem to make the wrong choices. You talk about people talking about big pharma, and they'll come on television, they'll come on these commercials, they'll make these own little things on social media. Be careful for big pharma trying to do this to you. But we can take some simple stuff and do this. Now go over here and check this out. It ain't nothing but a scam the same way those is. They just now, I knock a $2 off here, maybe, and you can get this. Big Pharma don't want it, but I'm helping you. Nobody's helping you, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody is screwing everybody on earth. Everybody's screwing everybody. And in America, you can really see it. Where I don't know what people don't realize that local governments, all the way to the federal government, states and all that, they're in partnership to one another. Everyone got responsibilities to the other. The federal government got responsibilities to the states, and so on and so forth. And when the people determined that an organization like FEMA was needed to help states and other reasons, they made that decision. They set it up. They authorized it with the law, with money, and etc. Then you got one dude come around here and says, I want the money. I want you to do everything I say, and you won't do it, cut the money. And white folks go and cut the money. Let me ask you something, ladies and gentlemen. That's wrong. That's evil. That's anti-God. And you say, well, I don't give a shit about God. That's the law. That's when it's telling you that everything that's happening in America has nothing to do with God. It's all about white people. Now, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. It's all about white people. White people started this stuff, and it's still going on white people. And until it stops, it's going to be white people. And it ain't going to stop until black people decide it's over. And black people ain't going to decide it's over till they turn to God. Now, let me just say this here. How do I deal with it, God? What do I tell the people? And this is what the message I got, according to the Spirit. God gave mankind, and I'm talking about human beings, life. And every basically one of them basically requires the same stuff to stay here. Whether it has to do with compassion, whether it has to do with apples and oranges, it requires. And that power that put you here on this earth also made sure that you'd have the apples and oranges, and made sure that each of us would play a part in doing what has to be done to make what's happening worthwhile in meeting our needs and our wants and our desires to be satisfied. Each individual does that. And our purpose for being on life is to bring life from God through us to one another. And it doesn't cost any money. And it never has and never will. That money scheme is nothing but the devil robbing you because you are lying, saying you knew God. And the robbery indicates that you don't. If you knew God, you would have a lock on your safe. And nothing that belongs to God can be stolen. But since you do not know God, you got a fake lock on there and everybody knows the combination. So what does God say? From now on, the message that I give to you is that all the work that is done, the doctors, the lawyers, the engineers, the presidents, the people of Congress, everybody got a job. Make sure that you got a job that you love, that give you your joy. You have a moment to choose that, to make sure that you got a job that brings you your greatest joy. And do your job, do your career everywhere in America. Do your job in Africa, do your job. In Asia, do your job. All over the globe, just do your job. And what will you get as a reward of your job? I know right now some of you making $3 million. Well, God says the new plan is this: is that everybody works, and everybody got housing, everybody got food, everybody got clothing, everybody got shelter, everybody got education, everybody got health care, everybody got transportation, everybody got infrastructure, and everybody got access to utilize if they desire, need, or want anything that's built by the hands of man. And every human being on earth got access to that as they need, want, or desire. The same. And every individual got that same restriction and that same freedom. What is it saying? You be president of the United States and you got a man out there digging a ditch. He has the same access to life as a president of the United States. Why? He's a man, he's working, just like the president of the United States. Bill Gates, the one that bring the computers. He whatever he does, plays his role, whatever he does. But those computers will be accessible differently now. They have to be made available to anybody that wants to use it, and wherever everybody might not want a computer in their home. They might want a central spot to go, whatever. But however, nobody will be out here walking around talking, I got this and you don't. No, my friends, because what you will have, everybody else got access to the same thing. You are not any more important. The Congress is no more important than a mother who's watching the children, raising her kids. Who is important in here? Teachers, as important as you are, but you're no more important than a healthcare provider that's watching old folks who need that healthcare. Just what do you call it? Assisted care. They ain't no different. You work, they work. You can travel, they can travel. You ain't sitting up with no bank account this long and you can sit up and doing the damn thing you want to do and people got to asking who couldn't, are we going to get Social Security? They going to cut it out. They going to cut our Medicare out. How we going to pay out? Get some card, the gas going up. Candy bars went from 88 cents to $3. Come on, people. Come on. God is giving you a way out. God is giving you a way out. Everybody work and everybody live. Ain't nobody got nothing on anybody else because God is looking after every last one of us. And God says, you're happy and you're happy. Why? Because you got what you need and want to desire in life, and so do you. And you got no problem because you ain't got to take nothing from this one. You ain't got to lie. You don't have to cheat. You don't have to steal. There's no racism. There's no bigger. None of that stuff exists. So God says for me to say to the people of the world, we must change the way we do things in life. We're talking about economics now. It's going to have to change from the way it has been in the past. In the past, you've been trading with money. Now, you will trade with your wants and your desires. Everything that you got that you can do, you're glad of it. It represents you. And it's no darn good sitting on your porch. You got to get it out across the world so the world can see how good and wonderful you are. See how well you can do this. Not just how well you can play basketball, but see how well you can do the various things that you do. And you want the world to know it. And the world is going to get a chance to, because I won't have anything cutting it off talking about you don't have any money. So get money out of the situation. Money must go. Let me tell you, money must go out of the economics. Money and its equivalent must be eliminated. Money and its equivalent must be living. Money and its equivalent must be eliminated from our society. Yes.